Get away from there, boo boo. Alrighty. I don't know if anyone's watching yet or if they have time delay or whatever. But took my flying V out that Michael gave me a few years back before he passed away, and just now took it out of the case. I think this is the first time it's been out of the case since the last time I used it, which I think was Bolero in Royal Oak, and that was quite a while ago. So, anyways, here she is, Michael Hawkey, Flying V. Michael Hawkey personally gave it to me. Pretty cool. I like it. It's a good guitar. And I'll sit down here and mess around with it a little because I honestly haven't played this guitar in probably 2 or 3 years. Whenever Bolero was, I think it was last year maybe. I don't keep track of that shit. And I have no sound coming out of the amplifier. So whatever. Hey Keith, you know what? I couldn't figure out how to get this shit started, man, and I was getting ready to start a whole new chat and send everybody the link. Like, please watch me. Please watch me. Anyway, let me show you a little more of this guitar before I go figure out what's wrong with the amp. See that right there? Right there. The Gibson Flying V plastic thingy. It's the only guitar they ever used it on as far as I know. But one of the things I always like to point out about it is this is not a Gibson. It's just not. It's an Epiphone. And what had happened was one of the times Michael was at the Gibson factory because he knew Ted McCarty personally and shit, and a bunch of the people. He just looked around and they had a box full of these things. And he's like, "What the hell is that?" He goes, "Those are left over from the original run of Flying V's, because they probably made hundreds of them, or at least a few hundred, and they only made 80 guitars, so they had a bunch of these left over." And Michael said, "Well, what are you doing with them? Can I have some?" I goes, "Take as many as you want." So Michael took a shitload of these. So that's probably, I don't know how true it is, because, Michael was a storyteller, let's put it that way. I like stories, so I ain't knocking them. But if it's true, then that's an original 50s Gibson Flying V logo, which is like whatever, right? No, Gibson's something that's made by somebody other than Gibson. Epiphone is probably it's an official Gibson, usually made in Korea or Japan, and I think these are Korean. And never anybody that plays guitar, knows guitars, knows Korean guitars are really good guitars. They're just as good as U.S. guitars, maybe better. You know what I mean? They don't always use the same materials, but Korean guitars are good guitars. Before we go any further, too, I have to say, hi, Mom. I'm going to send a link to this to my mom after I'm done. So I'm saying hi to her right now. Her air conditioner wasn't working, so the apartment put her in a hotel room, so she's living large tonight. So I'm going to send her this video to watch when I get done. And anyway, back to the guitar, though. Yeah, Epiphone, it has an Epiphone inlaid under here, I guarantee it. And Michael just pasted this Gibson shit on here. And the easy way to find out is just run the serial number. You know what I mean? It's not a Gibson serial number. Plus, if you take this truss rod cover off, you can see it's not a Gibson truss rod either. But with that being said, I love Korean guitars, and this is a really good one. It's a keeper. And Michael was a purist. That's the reason he put Gibson on this because he couldn't be seen playing an Epiphone, right? Even if he knew it was an Epiphone, he couldn't be seen playing an Epiphone now. And hey, I don't knock him, man. He was an original collector from the '70s when that shit was actually meant something, you know. But anyways, he bought these guitars just to play, and he gave it to me. Sherry was his manager for the last few years of his life, and every time he would start being, especially, let's just say, diva-ish with Sherry, and I would start to get pissed. He didn't get me pissed too often, but sometimes he would go too far, and I'd be like, man, what the hell? And every time that happened, he would give me a guitar. Good old Michael, right? He gave me another guitar that's Korean too, but it's a Fender, an actual Fender, and it's called an Esquire GT, and it's really nice. They're really rare too, man. It's like doubled in value since he gave it to me, and it's a good guitar. It's not really my kind of guitar, but it was a gift from Michael. I love it. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this short now, and I might go live a little later, but thanks for tuning in, Keith, and anybody else that watches too. All right. Have a good night, everybody.